The Urban Light installation by Chris Burden is a must-see for anyone visiting Los Angeles. And for many who call the city their home, they recognize it as an irreplaceable landmark right in the heart of LA. Burden collected street lamps, each with a unique history, dating back to the 1920s and 1930s. These lampposts, once functional elements of LA streets, have been meticulously restored and repurposed to create an installation that pays homage to the city's past. Walking through this maze of illuminated pillars is like stepping into a living archive, where the whispers of bygone eras echo through the grid-like arrangement. Chris Burden was born in Boston, Massachusetts in 1946. He later earned a Bachelor's in Fine Arts in Physics and Architecture at Pomona College, before going on to finish his Master's in Fine Arts at the University of California at Irvine. His work, Urban Light, has become more than just an art installation. It's a communal space where people come together to celebrate, reflect, and connect. The installation's accessibility and welcoming nature make it a popular backdrop for gatherings, photo shoots, and even weddings. It serves as a unifying symbol for the diverse communities that make up the rich tapestry of Los Angeles, reminding us that art has the power to transcend boundaries and bring people together. From afar, Urban Light looks like a square grid of similar towers. In reality, the lampposts are not set in a perfect grid, and instead realign themselves depending on the viewer's angle. The lampposts themselves could not be more different, as every 5 or so lamps were brought in from different locations and are from various times within the decade of 1920 to 1930. To create the illusion of similarity, Burden painted them all in the same neutral gray to highlight the differences in their architecture and cast iron decoration. This way it looks uniform, but still retains its personality forged from years of experience. And speaking on the architecture, almost all the lampposts resemble pillars made with the Doric design, originating in the Doric region in ancient Greece. This means that those lampposts have prominent vertical straight lines running all throughout the column. This serves a purpose to make them feel taller and grander than they really are. The lampposts themselves are its tallest at 30 feet, and yet it feels like a forest of monoliths from inside. During the day, when the lights are off, the grid layout of the lamps casts complex shadows and light lines that accentuate the markings in the lamps themselves. This leads to a labyrinth-like feeling, despite there being exits all around you. And when the sun sets, the lights turn on, and the entire structure transforms, and as Burden himself says, into a building with a roof of light. The unique layout of the lamps help to isolate the viewers inside from the outside, really emulating that inside a room feeling. Simply put, Urban Light is a transformation and a testament to LA's diverse history and population, the importance of its color, line architecture, and the role the lamp light plays create a unique experience to every viewer of the artwork. Next we have the Levitated Mass. Levitated Mass is the newest monument at LACMA's outdoor campus. It is a 340-ton boulder placed on top of a 456-foot-long concrete slot. Created by Michael Heiser in 2012, it has since become a regular sight for residents around the museum's campus. Starting at 6 a.m., joggers come by to take laps around the massive, decomposed granite field surrounding the stone. By the end of the day, families and tourists around the world inspect around and under the massive megalith. Levitated Mass is a colossal installation. The sheer scale of the artwork, considering the rock's weight, immediately commands attention. Yet as you get closer, the stone evokes a sense of familiarity. When we look at how space is used in this artwork, there is a ton of it. So much so that it emulates a vast desert in a large metropolis like Los Angeles. With the stone in the middle, it encourages you to look at the Levitated Mass, and in your peripheral vision, there would be little else but the dirt surrounding it. Underneath and along the rock, the large paved path serves as a presentation for the viewer, giving them ever slightly changing views of the rock until they are right underneath it. And as they venture deeper into the center, they find themselves almost trapped, maybe alluding to the daily person who, in this modern age, is also trapped within society and its rules. Throughout the conception and construction of this piece, the rock has always existed, and consequently, its natural veins and fissures create linework in the form of straight and jagged lines. Now, of course, these lines were not intended to be included in the final piece, and are a result of its characteristics as a rock. But I don't think it should be overlooked. These lines add much to the overall meaning of the rock. While Heiser himself never gave a complete answer to the meaning, he has been vocal in his intent for the piece to become a permanent piece and last thousands of years into the future. And as such, I believe these lines can also represent perseverance, a testament to the millions of years it took to form and the millions more for this particular stone to be found and presented. And throughout the day, light, perhaps the most transformative element, breathes life into levitated mass. The interplay of sunlight and shadow accentuates the contours of the granite, creating a chiaroscuro effect that enhances the sculpture's three-dimensionality. During sunrise and sunset, the warm hues of the California sky cast a gentle glow upon the boulder, imbuing it with an almost ethereal quality. The deliberate positioning of the installation allows natural light to filter through the trench, casting patterns on the ground. And as day turns to night, artificial lighting takes center stage, transforming the sculpture into a luminescent presence against the darkened backdrop of the museum campus. From a distance, the sculpture appears to challenge the laws of physics, as if defying gravity itself. The illusion of levitation, achieved through meticulous engineering and design, adds an element of mystery and intrigue to the viewer's encounter with levitated mass. This optical illusion, coupled with the changing hues of the stone and the shifting patterns of light, encourages the viewer to engage in deep thought about natural beauty and human ingenuity. And, at least for me, it also begs the eternal philosophical question of why? We'll never know, but for now I'll just say, why not? In conclusion, a levitated mass at LACMA is not merely a colossal rock suspended above a trench. I think it's a masterful composition that evokes emotions in every viewer.